How do you feel today?
A little better. I think I'm fine and my appetite is back too.
Good. Try to drink more water, okay?
Okay,
That will help you.
Dad,
Thanks,
we got you some food. Wait,
Tony? Maybe he's in the
where's my
bathroom.
dad?
He's not here.
Excuse me, doctor. The patient on this bed, where is he?
That's what I wanted to ask. Don't you know where he is?
Huh?
No, we don't. We went out to get him breakfast.
Mom, this is Dad's hospital gown. I think he might have run away.
No way. How can he run away in his condition?
He has liver damage due to alcoholism. It has progressed into decompensated cirrhosis. If treatment is inadequate, it will lead to more complications, such as intestinal bleeding and even kidney disease, and definitely life-threatening. In his physical condition, he should quit drinking and be confined. Why didn't you watch him closely?
It's not that we didn't. It's true he was nagging us to let him go. We thought we managed to dissuade him. Had we known, one of us could have stayed with him while the other one got food.
Tony! Tony!
Harry!
What are you doing? You should stay here for your treatment. Why did you go out? You scared me.
Why are you here? I can't stand it here. I find it too depressing being confined. I'd get sick even if I'm okay. Didn't you go to school today?
What's wrong with you? Don't worry about me. The doctor's looking for you. Go back to the ward for your treatment. Are you worried about the payment? Then stop thinking about that. If you need us, Jack and I will help.
You really are a good kid. Thank you. Thank you so much for your offer. Unfortunately, faith is something that's beyond our control, such that even the doctor himself cannot control it. If you are fated to die at this moment, you will not survive a minute longer. But if you're destined to live till you're 80, your lifespan will not be a single day short. And though it's my fate to meet you and Jack, it's not a reason for me to be putting a burden on your shoulder.
Oh, come on. What are you saying? I can't keep it anymore. I must tell you the truth. I'm your true grandson. And Jack is your true son. Sarah Wu is my grandmother. So do you understand now? That's it.
From now on, kid, I don't want you going to my restaurant anymore. Better tell your father not to go there either.
But you can't be serious. Jack's your son. Will you simply forget him? How about your wife, Sarah Wu? Will you just forget her as well? Why are you taking him home with you? Shouldn't you bring him back to the doctor? Hey, why are you doing this?
I suggest you don't waste your time and your energy or your money for the plane ticket. It's just not possible.
Who was that you were talking to?
Oh, it's one of my clients. After several revisions of the contract, he's still not happy. It's so hard to earn money nowadays.
Okay, I'll go.
I'll arrive in Shanghai at 4 p.m.
Is that Jack? Haven't you made up? Can't you forgive him?
I'm busy.
I'm busy.
Okay, once you arrive, send me a message, because I'll be downstairs. I'm going down now. Thank you.
Hey.
I've been wondering why the captain's voice on the PA sounded familiar. I see, it was you.
What brings you back?
I'm visiting a friend who is special to me. I heard she's not been well lately.
Isn't this friend your fiancé in Australia?
We broke up.
And you returned home immediately. It seems you can adjust very well.
Only for something I can't forget. My car's here. See you.
Okay then.
Well, it seems that there are those among you who are still confused about noun suffixes. So our lesson today will be on noun suffixes that refer to people. The suffix IAN? The suffix IAN commonly relates to a group of people with the same characteristic or the same ethnicity. As an example, let us use the word vegetable. By adding IAN at the end and replacing the letters VLE, what happens then? The word becomes vegetarian. The R is added based on pronunciation principles. What does vegetarian refer to? All of you know the meaning of vegetable, don't you? So vegetarians are those who...
Vegetables.
Yes, that's right. Therefore, by applying the suffix, it refers to people who don't eat meat or fish. It also refers to animals that are herbivorous.
I'll hitch a ride, okay?
This is near your house. Why do you need a ride? And it's out of my way.
Well, but Jack is back and there's going to be an important event in our family. You should be there.
It's your family affair. I shouldn't be there.
So you haven't forgiven Jack yet? What unpardonable crime did he commit? Fine, come with me. We'll punish him. What's wrong?
I gotta go.
Won't you drive me home? You guys are of age, and yet you're behaving like children. At that age, I'd have a son.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I was just thinking of packing up the things in this house we don't use anymore. And then we can rent out the restaurant. The rent from it is enough to cover our expenses.
Live on rent? How long can that support us? Hey, listen. You've learned how to cook some dishes from your father, haven't you? Do you think you can do some cooking for us?
Mom.
I know. You don't know how to cook anything.
Don't look at me. You've been married to my dad for over 20 years, but you haven't learned how to cook either.
Remember what the doctor said. Whether or not he's willing, his treatment must go on. In that case, come. Look, we should do our best to be able to get enough money for that. Don't you think?
Mom, unfortunately, I wasn't able to borrow the money that we need, so I thought of renting out the restaurant. What if we get to meet somebody who'll be willing to rent it at a higher price? Then our problem is solved.
Door's open, so I didn't bother to knock. I heard Tony isn't feeling well. How's he doing now?
He's just in bed upstairs in his room, but he can't see you now.
Hey, will you look at the shape of your eyebrows, even your nose, your eyes too, and your mouth? None are similar to mine. Are you sure we're siblings?
You brought him to the hospital. What did the doctors say?
Not good. Can you bring a glass of water to your dad? I'll give him medicines shortly. All right. Have you known about us for some time now? If so, your frequent visits were merely to deceive Tony and to have him drink with you. Even I couldn't stop him. Do you know his illness? It's cirrhosis of the liver. So what is your motive?
I have no motive. I only learned about him a few days ago. Believe it or not, I just like talking to him.
You see, Tony asked me to tell you to stop bothering him from now on. Just mind your own business. Don't come anymore. All right? You may go now.
Mom? Where did he go?
One moment. Huh? Who are you looking for?
My brother.
Who are you talking about?
Well,
Your dad said it. He won't accept him. What brother?
Shh. Oh, come on, Mom. Don't get so agitated. You're being paranoid. Jack can't be a bad person. He may have just wanted to visit Dad because he's been sick. He wants to look after his father.
What father? What makes you think that's true? He's been eating here, sitting there in front of your father. He never said he was his son. Now that he's sick, Jack tells him. His motives is very obvious.
Mom, aren't you
Don't you
aware of our
see?
financial condition, huh? There's nothing at all he can get from us, so what motive would he have?
Well, look at him. On the outside, he seems to be a nice person. What we don't see is what's deep inside of him. Goodness, open your eyes. It's obvious how naive can you get. But this I'll tell you. This house belongs to you. Understand? That's his motive.
Mom, here's what I have to say. You don't have to worry. He's not interested in it. Neither am I.
Are you crazy? This place may be, well, old and worn out, but this location, where it is, what area it is in, it's a prime location. Oh, when will you use your head?
Okay, fine.
This is your house, your property.
Mom,
don't you forget
speak so
that.
loudly. Dad's upstairs. He's sleeping.
Shh. See what you made me
Continue doing
do.
the accounts.
You got me worried.
Olivia!
What brings you here?
In our video call the other day, you didn't seem to be okay. It got me worried, so I flew back to see you as soon as I could. Have you used the mask I sent?
No. I won't touch anything from you.
It seems something's wrong with the air in your school. I haven't seen your parents for a long time. How are they doing?
Good afternoon, Mom Teacher. Is he your brother?
No, a friend.
Hello, I'm Andy. Yeah, I'm her friend. A good friend. I'm pleased to meet you.
Yeah, sure. This is our first time to meet, so you don't know me. You don't have to cozy up to me, because if you know who I really am, you won't make friends with me, correct?
Go home now and study.
Huh?
Go home!
Right, I'm leaving now. Bye-bye. For today's homework, can I write my own title for my composition? The title will be My Captain Father and My Mother Teacher. Nice. I'd better go. I'll see you later. Oh, and Mom Teacher, I'll ask my dad to cook noodles for you tonight. You can also come, Uncle. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Didn't that boy just call you Mom Teacher? I heard from Angel you've been going out with the captain. So that boy must be his son.
Does it have anything to do with you?
It sure does. It was I who got you into this kind of situation. I was impulsive. I shouldn't have broken up with you so hastily. After we broke off, I realized I care so much about you. So I came back.
What's wrong with the situation that I'm in? I believe I'm okay.
Olivia, don't lie to me. Because you can't fool me, I know you very well. You're ambitious and you demand so much from yourself. But now you're relegated to working in a small school where your fine talent will be kept from being out in full display. And in the meantime, you're involved with a middle-ager who was a grown-up son of his own. Seeing you in this situation really makes me feel bad. I ask you to trust me and give me another chance. I'll do everything to make up for what I've done.
Are you done? Are you saying that I'm giving up a lot because I broke up with you? You think so highly of yourself. You think you're that important? If you've got nothing to do, somewhere nearby is a coffee shop.
Okay, let's go there and talk things over.
No, go by yourself. After all, I've got nothing to do with you.
Olivia, let's meet sometime.
When he didn't know who I was, he treated me nicely. He was very accommodating. He even gave me extra helpings. But after he learned who I am, he became cold towards me and always kept his distance from me.
I don't get it myself. I'm so dumbfounded with the way that he has reacted to this whole thing.
Do you think he knew he was my father?
I seriously doubt he knew that. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone to you, would he? Or he could have disclosed it long before. Actually, there were already a few clues. Those clues were right before our eyes, but we chose to ignore them.
What clues? You never mentioned them before. Well, I suppose as some people would always say, hindsight is 20/20 vision.
No, but just think about it. When you brought me to the home-like restaurant for the first time, I somehow sensed that there was something familiar about the food we were served. When I think about it now, the way Tony cooked the eggplant, it's with perilla leaves. Your mom is the only person I know who cooks eggplant that way.
You're right, she cooks her eggplant that way too. We went to that restaurant every day, but we never looked at the name on the business license. It was just hanging on the wall. I even went to Inner Mongolia. Well, as the saying goes, the truth will always come out, no matter what.
Sure. Your life is like so unreal. Huh? Bang! You suddenly have a son. Bang! You discover your father. No screenwriter will write a movie about you.
You'll never understand. You never went through it. I didn't have a father as a child. Now I finally have one. Though it may seem like a fantasy story, I'm quite happy about it. Back then, I've been teased. Why? No dad. I had no dad behind me. I just focused on doing well in school. So I studied hard to get good grades. And I did get high grades. However, the situation remained the same. Despite doing well as a kid, garnering the highest test scores, still I had no father.
Through all those years, you've been bitter. Cheers.
I always felt envious whenever I saw other kids and their dads going out together and having fun. I was 3 when my dad left. I didn't have any idea of how he looked nor how his voice sounded like. But I didn't entertain any illusion that he will never get married again and have a family with another woman. I had a wicked thought, though, that if he had another son, and what if that son of his would one day become seriously ill and would be needing a kidney transplant? Then he'd probably look for me. Even if I'd lose a kidney, at least I'd see my dad again. Actually, there were various scenarios that had crossed my mind on how we might meet.
You should see it in a positive light, you know. Perhaps because Tony knew he was ill, he didn't want you to worry about him. After all, you have a son to raise, don't you? On the other hand, the negative view is that Tony would think that you'd go after his property, right?
Why?
Forget what I said. Forget what I said.
What saddened me all the more, seeing how much it hurt my mom. My mom was always crying in silence in front of Dad's photo. I thought that if I could do well in my studies, get a good job, and earn, I could make up for my father's shortcomings and give her the things she didn't enjoy. But I never thought Mom would die before I graduated. And I got used to living alone. Then, Harry showed up. It wasn't so bad. I was able to adapt. And that's where we are now.
I'm not making fun of you. So now, well, you're no longer all by yourself anymore. You have your son, right? So let's move on.
Cheers.
Did my brother see you?
Just as I suspected, you're the big mouth who told him. What on earth made you give him the address to my new school?
He had been begging me for a long time, but I promise I will not forgive him for doing that to you. However, with you, I wasn't really sure if you were determined not to see him forever, so I decided to give him your address. Anyway, how did your encounter go?
As to be expected, I have ended our relationship. So what I told him was, he's got nothing to do with me whether he likes me or not. Not waste his feelings on me, nor spend for the plane ticket. It's costly.
Precisely what I told him, but he insisted he'll keep trying. Hey, maybe if you and Jack would be able to show Andy that you're in love with each other, he might feel the stab and stop pursuing you.
Even if I was willing to do that, it just wasn't possible. I needed to talk to Jack first, but if I'm not mistaken, Andy was on Jack's flight soon after. Andy went to my school and found me. Jack, nowhere to be found. Shh.
I don't think you should pin the blame on Jack. He's been sending you messages, but he never got back any reply. He must be thinking you haven't forgiven him yet.
Hey, look. Who are you siding with anyway? If that's how he feels, shouldn't he try even harder to ask for pardon? So where is he? Nowhere to be found.
You know, I think you ought to stop for now.
Yo! Well now, you're back. Hey, Jack! Huh? Where did you go? Why aren't you here?
Are you home? Jack's with me. He's drinking a lot.
Huh? Wait, I'm going there. Why didn't you stop him from drinking?
Okay, that's enough. You've had too much already. Is it also about Olivia? Apart from Tony Lee?
I suppose Angel told you.
It's not Angel who told me. Olivia herself came to me one time. She kept asking me about your relationship with Wendy. Come on, this problem's been there for some time now. Why don't you resolve it?
I've been busy flying to Australia. And recently I tried giving her a call and explain, but she won't answer. I've been sending her messages on WeChat morning, noon, and night, a lot of them. I would even send her those emojis of all kinds. Why are you laughing? I think those emojis were cute. Olivia would like them, yet she ignored me.
My goodness, that is where your mistake is. Why did you send her mere messages? You've got to make a move. You know, she's got to see you in actual action.
What do you mean actual action? What's important between two people is to have each one's trust. Only when there's trust can you do other things together. That's basic.
No, wait, listen. Seriously, I ought to give you a lecture. Men came from a different place in the universe than women, you know? You come from a very distant star, while she belongs here on Earth. Those two places are worlds apart. They are. So either you give up your money or be humble and give up your pride. It can't be both. It's one or the other. You don't even understand the female species at all. You know nothing about them, do you? Look at you. You act like an old man. Maybe I should call you old boy. How could you be indifferent to, someone like such a fine young lady in her prime? Understand?
I hear you.
So move it. Actual action.
Phil, I think you're right because of what I see in you. You've just fallen for Angel. Yeah, you already had learned those stuff about women, which is better than reading books on them, and what you told me is wonderfully inspiring.
Is it?
Really great.
Yeah, I've only fallen in love with one woman, but maintaining a good relationship is a matter of attitude. Always remember that.
And so now, what do you think I should do?
It will be useless if you just talk, you know? Hug! A hug will resolve your differences. If one hug fails, make it two. Push her to the wall and you guys hug.
I'm drunk.
Shh, don't do that disgusting thing. No. Hurry up. Go. Don't throw up on the carpet. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, coming.
Where's Jack?
Vomiting.
Huh? Where?
Where? On the bed.
No kidding.
The bathroom. What's wrong?
He's drunk, isn't he?
Yeah.
I ought to tell you first that I made a terrible mistake.
About what? You got a girl.
No. What's wrong with you? It's not that.
So?
My mistake is I just told Tony the whole truth.
Oh.
I disclosed to Tony his identity.
I see. He already knew. Jack went to Home Like Restaurant to see Tony, but he shut the door on him.
Shut the door on him?
He didn't see him.
What?
He must have drunk a lot of wine.
I'll go see him.
Bathroom, not the bedroom.
What?
Are you in trouble with Miss Lin? You got into trouble with her at such a critical time. How could you let your guard down? Now you're giving her ex-boyfriend an opportunity to come back.
Don't be too noisy, okay?
What on earth was in your mind? Her ex-boyfriend even came back from abroad. Just look at the clothes he wears, even his eyeglasses. He looks so elegant and handsome in them. Now tell me, can you do better than that?
What is elegance? Does elegance make you handsome? Why don't you just focus your energy into your studies? There's nothing you know about fashion and art.
Oh. Now you've become a fashion connoisseur.
Let me tell you something. For a man, what you said is not that important. Elegance is not that important. Anything decent, it should be a good wear. If it's decent, it can be worn anywhere. This shirt I'm wearing, although it isn't a branded shirt, it is very comfortable and decent. Even the shape, it fits my body. It's nice. This is fashion sense.
First of all, your shirt is so untidy. Secondly, you look out of shape. Just look at your big
Stop
tummy.
it.
Look at it. How can you compete compared to how he looks? You don't have a chance to get noticed at all.
No big deal. Out there at the airport, earlier today, I met him. Her ex.
Feel better?
You have a thief in here.
Feel at home?
If you've met, why did you let him see your girlfriend ahead of you? What is wrong with you? How can you be so cool about it? Wow, he's really wasted, isn't he?
Are you really sure that this fellow whom you saw at your school today is Olivia's ex-husband?
Ex-boyfriend, not ex-husband.
Oh, ex-boyfriend.
I'm sure of it. He's not the ex-boyfriend who's a student abroad. This one's an immigrant who decided to return. His relationship with Miss Lin is, I would say, out of the ordinary.
How does he look? Compared to Jack.
He's just as good-looking. He looks gentlemanly. He's quite fashionable. With taste.
Okay, let's see. Olivia's boyfriend. He's Angel's brother, isn't he? That means he's my future brother-in-law.
That's right. And he looks like a nice guy. At least he seems amiable. That's a blessing.
And so if he becomes my brother-in-law in the future, who should I side with then? A close friend or the in-law? Heck, why worry now? As for you, young man, if ever you fall in love someday, you come to me. If you just want a drink, we can also do that. If you have questions about relationships, come to me and I'll give you some tips. Don't go to your dad.
Right. How about the situation that you mentioned?
Don't ask me. It's your dad you should ask. He's your family.
Ask him? What does he know? I even advise him on matters of love. Hey, if it's you who is in that kind of situation and your ex returns, what will you do?
I've got something to tell you, huh? Look, you should remember that men come from a different place in the universe than women, okay? Us men come from a distant star, while women are of this earth. Come, let's talk over there.
Hey! Miss Angel, yeah! Is your cell phone turned off? Why is Phil calling up my phone? Phil, hi there. You're looking for Angel? One moment. Hold on, I'll get her.
No, it's you who I really wanted to speak to. There's just something I'd like to ask you if you don't mind. I know that it's late and time for bed, but can you come over? Jack is here at my house because of the problem between you two. He got drunk. And then, and then he got so, talkative, so he talked a lot. Many of which are about his feelings for you. He cried a lot. He was emotional. I'm hoping you could put an end to his misery, so could you please come as fast as you can?
That's got nothing to do with me. Just throw him out of your house.
But, Hey, wait!
You talk too much. You almost moved yourself to tears. So will she come? Is she coming?
Well, I'm not sure if I did well. Was tipsy.
That's not an excuse. You're useless.
Oh, no, I had too much to drink. My mind isn't working.
I heard my name. Was the call for me?
It's Phil who called. It's for me, though. He tried to be a peacemaker. Jack got drunk in his house. Phil asked me to get him.
So why are you still here? Go change into some clothes.
Hey! I would rather do some shopping on the couch. This is more worthwhile.
Oh, online shopping is more important to you than the help Jack needs. That's a shame.
A driver is paid doing it, so why should I do it for free? After he came back from Australia, he didn't even come to see me. He went to Phil and got drunk instead. Then he asked Phil to call me to pick him up, and still expects me to forgive him.
Maybe I should ask him to make up for his callousness. How about paying for all of the products that are in your online shopping cart?
We're all grown-ups now. That suggestion is childish.
I agree, we're all grown-ups. Then you shouldn't act rashly. It is you who isn't acting your age. You ought to go easier on him.
It's not about acting the age. He doesn't even show any respect for me at all. I waited for him downstairs all evening. Finally, he showed up, but he came from a woman's house. Any woman will get mad at that. You know what he said? He said, to always rely on him is degrading to me. He's impatient, but expects me to be patient. He wants me to be loving and yet doesn't show his love for me. Shouldn't love be reciprocal? I really like him, and I want to keep on liking him, but he shouldn't be inconsiderate.
From what you're saying, Jack indeed appears to be inconsiderate. He doesn't know how to look after your needs. For his affection, you need to figure it out yourself. That's how he is. You can't change him in a day or two, just like that. If the two of you will be together your whole life, you think you can bear with him?
Can't stand Annie either.
Me, can you stand me?
Maybe.
Are you okay? How about staying for the night?
Oh no,
Tomorrow, make sure he humbly apologize.
Doomed. He's doomed this time. Hey, watch where you're going.
Hey, Harry! Support him well! You're a big boy, you can carry him!
Yeah!
I never saw him got this drunk.
Come on. Yeah. Tony has his own difficulties. Let's go.
I'm going to work.
I also go to work.
Okay, you take care.
Hi. Hello. I was afraid you left already.
Who asked you to come?
Do you remember these croissants? They have a store in Shanghai, you know, just like the ones in America. Why, I stood in line for nearly an hour to buy them.
I can't eat. Enjoy it yourself.
But isn't this your favorite?
It used to be, but it no longer is.
Yes, people's taste can change, but things that happen to them are not forgotten quite easily.
Those are merely croissants. They're easy to forget.
Yeah. I don't know why, but each time I smell this, I always remember our time together in school.
You're wasting your time. Leave the past behind. There are no regrets. If you'll excuse me, I have to go now.
You take care, okay? I'll leave this here.
Just give it to me. You know, there's no way you'll be able to get Olivia back by offering breakfast.
Which room does Olivia use?
And why?
To have a look.
Hey, don't go in there. I said don't. Olivia's gonna get mad.
I'm just looking.
There's nothing to see here. They're gone. She threw away all the gifts that you gave her.
Well, I don't know why, but I find this place familiar. It seems like I already stayed here for some time.
This is so good.
There's something wrong with this chair. Do you know where to buy a chair? I should get her one to protect her spine. This one's bad.
Mine is much worse than this. Why didn't you get me one?
You don't do any checking of homework every day. That is really backbreaking.
I read through data every day, okay?
Yeah, I'll get one for you too.
Forget it. What'll I tell Olivia when she sees it?
You don't have to tell her anything.
She's smart. She will find out soon. I don't mean to pry, but what is it that you want?
What I want is for you to help me, since you ate my croissant.
Ah!
Idiot. Ah!
You're sick.
Ah!
Oh no, why did you put too much salt in it?
Huh?
That's too much. It's going to spoil the taste. It's just for flavoring. With too much salt, the dish will be inedible because it will be too salty. Even if you add sugar in there.
Listen, the dish that you served, it's half cooked and salty.
Is that so?
Be careful next time.
I tasted it too.
Oh, no,
It wasn't cooked well.
How embarrassing. I'm so sorry. But I swear it
Be
won't
careful
happen
next
again.
time.
A refund
Oh,
is in
sure,
order.
sure. I'll refund you.
Oh, you
Yes,
will?
of course. You weren't able to eat. I'm so sorry for this. You didn't get to enjoy it.
That's
I'll
fine.
make it up to you when
No,
you
it's
come
okay.
back.
So shall we go?
You folks take care. I hope you come back soon.
Yeah.
It's a small amount. Why ask for a refund?
Because it's only right.
What for? You didn't need the refund.
Here, look.
Why? What's wrong?
The dish is half cooked and salty.
Fine, I'll just cook another one.
No. I've given their money back.
Huh?
The only 2 customers today left because of you.
Oh, Mom. You can't pin the blame on me. I did my best and I was also cooking the shredded potatoes. What did those customers expect? We're just running a small restaurant. They
Why,
shouldn't look for a
you-
Michelin-rated service.
Look at that attitude. Your skills haven't even improved yet. You dare talk that way?
Enough. Rebecca, the ability to prepare a dish to its perfect taste is the mark of a good cook. But there is no rush. You will eventually learn how to do it. Let me demonstrate it to you. First is you determine the right measurement. See that? See that? All right.
Listen.
Then we put... Here we go. If carelessly done, it won't work.
Sorry,
remember
Dad. Now stop teaching me. I'll tell you why. I'm not the right person for this job. I know nothing, nor do I have any interest in any of this stuff. I can't remember a single word that you said to me. Cooking is a terrible ordeal for me. So I'm quitting.
No, wait. Listen.
Dad, are you
Tony.
alright? Dad?
Did you see that?
Take it easy.
It's your fault. You
No,
made him
but
angry.
It's okay, Dad. I won't
Okay,
quit.
okay,
I'll cook.
we'll work
Don't
it
worry,
out.
I'll stay, Dad.
It's okay now. Relax.
I won't leave.
Come and sit here. Just give her time. Don't get mad anymore. Hey, even Rome was not built in one day, as they say, correct?
The food we serve doesn't taste good at all. We can't satisfy the diners. She has to learn fast, no matter what. We can't afford to close the restaurant.
和楼房，心中是骏马和猎场，最了不起的脆弱迷惘，不过就这样。天外有天有无常，山外有山有他乡，跌了撞了心还是回老地方。游离于城市的同样，错过了心爱的姑娘，宣告世界的那个理想已不知去向。为所欲为是轻狂，防不胜防是悲伤，后来才把成熟当偏方。当所有想的说的要的爱的都记在心脏，行李箱里装不下我想去的远方。这来的去的给的欠的算一种褒奖，风吹草低见惆怅，但至少还有光。把烦恼空了吞了忍了算了，不对别人讲，谁还没有辜负几段昂贵的时光。若男孩笑了哭了累了说要去流浪，留下大人的模样，看岁月剑拔弩张。总会有个人成为你的远方。